In 2011, Angelica had a one-night stand with a man named Aeric. And she ended up pregnant. But Aeric is denying her baby. And now Angelica's here to prove that Aeric is the father.
You are so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Right? Right?
And the result is you're telling the truth.
Right. Right.
Thank you.
But
And you're a very attractive woman
thank
yourself.
you. But about that night, like Aeric said, I met him downtown Memphis. We were having fun. I wasn't drunk. He came up to me. He dressed nice. He was looking nice. He was, I can give him that. He was looking, quite good.
I mean, he's a nice-looking guy.
Yeah, he's nice. He's a funny guy. All that stuff. So I was like, why not? I can give him my number. So we exchanged numbers after we talked or whatever. And I went home. I left and went home, and he came and picked me up.
That night?
That night. And we went to this rinky-dink motel, stayed for about 2 hours, went home.
What'd you do in the hotel?
It took up 2 hours, so.
Ooh.
So.
Wow, I'm impressed.
The next
morning.
Now,
is this a thing that you normally do, or?
No,
yeah.
no. I'm the type of girl, I go to work, I go home. I go to work, I go home. So the one time that I decided to go out and have some fun, that's when this happened. I found out 6 months later. I didn't find out because my son, he didn't move, he didn't kick, I didn't have any morning sickness, he didn't slap me, none of that stuff. So I didn't even find out until 6 months later. A family member of mine.
You didn't notice you weren't having your period?
Well, it's always irregular.
Okay.
So
when you found out you were pregnant, what was your reaction?
I was like, it's too late to turn back now.
Right.
When I met him, he didn't give me his real name. He gave me his nickname. So.
You didn't even know how to get a hold of this guy.
Right. I didn't have a telephone number. I didn't know any.
Real name?
Real name.
Nothing.
Middle name, last name.
You didn't know where he lived?
Address, telephone number, nothing.
How'd you find him?
I was on Facebook and something just told me to type in his nickname, East Memphis. So I typed it in and lo and behold, his picture pops up. That's him. That's him. So I took his picture off his profile. Yes, I sure did. And I posted it on my page. If anybody knows who this guy is, let me know. And it just so happened that my coworker, she's also.
Like wanted.
Yeah. Yeah. And
wanted for one night stand.
Yeah. Yeah. It just so happened that my coworker, she's also my Facebook friend. She said, you know him? I was like, yeah, I know him. Do you know him? She said, yeah, that's Aeric. She gave me his real name. She gave me his telephone number. She called him up. I gave him a friend request on Facebook. He accepted it, and we talked from there.
And when you told him that he was the father?
Yes, I did.
And how did he react to that?
That's not my baby. We were only together one time. I had a condom on. Look, all it takes is one time.
Right. Oh, yeah.
All it takes is one time.
But was he the only guy you were sleeping with at that time?
Yes.
Yeah. And how old is the baby at the time when you tell him it's his baby?
2.
Oh, he's 2 years old. So then you tell him he comes over and he meets your son?
For the first time of March of this year.
And what do you want from Aeric?
I don't want anything from him. I don't want to be in a relationship with him. I don't want anything because I've been doing this for 2 years by myself.
Right. Do you want Aeric to be part of your son's life?
I want him to be in his son's life.
Right.
For 2 years, it's just been me. He's only known me. I want
and now
him
your
to
son's
know,
going to get to the point, who's my father?
Right.
Right. And you want to be like.
Right. I want him to know Eric's side of the family. I want him to know his other brothers and sisters and, be able to go over there and have fun with them and not just be with me all the time.
Right. What if Aeric called you and said, hey, I want to come over and.
That's fine.
I mean, go to a hotel.
No.
Okay. All right. All right, let's meet. Let's meet the unknown man known as Aeric.
That's not my baby.
How do you know that's not your son? How do you know that's not your son?
Okay, first of all, me being who hey, how you doing, Steve?
Good, how you doing, man?
Don't talk to Steve.
Yeah, now what I was saying. First of all, this ain't my baby. The man don't look nothing like him.
He doesn't have to.
If this, yes he do.
Long as the DNA matches.
See, no, see, this is my thing. My DNA is strong. My genes strong, chocolateness. You chocolate yourself now. Come on, let's be for real.
That doesn't have anything to do with
now.
anything.
He is very yellowish.
Oh,
You know
come
what I'm
on.
saying?
Show
He
that
is.
baby again.
Please show that
He ain't
baby.
that yellow.
Look at my baby.
Yellow.
Look at my baby.
Oh, yeah, he's a handsome guy. But I got 2 kids. Look at that man. He handsome, true enough. And I make handsome.
babies.
I do that. But he is not. Look, he ain't got no gap.
He does have a gap.
He ain't got no gap.
He has a gap.
He ain't got-
When was
he
the
ain't
last
got-
time you looked at him to see he has
don't
a
have-
gap?
I'm looking at it right there.
Go look at it.
Let me see up close myself.
Go look at it.
That ain't no gap.
It's a gap in his mouth.
This
But
is a gap.
Teeth don't mean anything.
Yeah, it means a lot because my daughter has one, my son has
Okay,
one.
but-
That doesn't mean
all right,
anything as long as
you
the DNA matches, because that's yours.
So you really believe that it's not your child?
I don't see how it can happen. First of all, one
Well,
night
because you had
stand,
sex with her.
condom,
Yeah, but
condom.
It was off.
How you know it was off?
You know it was off.
Because you found it the next morning. How I know you ain't tied it up, put it in your pocket, preserved it for later?
Did you see me do that? Did you see me do that?
I didn't see you do nothing.
Okay then.
I'm looking for I'm like, where the condom? Where the condom? You like, I don't
It's
know.
a one-night stand. You think I'm gonna trap
not an
you?
NBA
You think
player,
I'm gonna
man.
trap
I'm not
you?
thinking about trap. I'm not thinking about trap.
I'm not trying
saying-
to trap you.
I'm not saying you trying to trap me. I'm just saying maybe you wanted a child by a handsome chocolate man. And maybe, that's all I'm saying.
the reason why you might have a baby is because you called her up and took her to a hotel.
Maybe so, but I still protected myself and
Right.
her.
But what I'm saying, it wasn't like she was trying to trap you. She went home. She
wanted me to call.
Oh, man, come on.
Come on now.
Come on.
She wanted me to call.
Yeah, and you wanted to call.
Yeah, I was drunk. I was white boy, rock star, St. Patrick's Day, wasted. Wasted. It wasn't clicking. It wasn't click clacking.
So you trying to blame it on the alcohol?
I can blame it on
It's
the
not a
alcohol.
legitimate excuse.
It's not. I'm not trying to make an excuse.
Well,
I'm just giving you the facts of life.
but
I
you-
was drunk.
Would you have slept with her sober?
July
Yeah,
16th.
Yeah.
My whole thing was.
So you met the little boy, right?
Yeah, I did.
And you have any connection with him?
He cool. He a cool little guy. I
Yeah.
like him. You know.
Would you like him to be your son?
Seriously, Steve.
Yeah.
You gonna ask this?
Yeah. It's my job. They write it on the card.
I don't
gotta
want no
ask
more
him.
kids.
Right.
I already got
I can understand
3,
that.
you know.
Yeah.
But you know, if he mind, you know, he cool. You
And
know?
she said, and what she said makes a lot of sense. She's like, look, I'm not looking for anything except that he's 2 years old and he's going to start asking who my father is. She wants him to know who, like, your family. And
Well, who was the dude on Facebook?
That's my neighbor.
So, okay, so he came and took pictures. Your neighbor came over there the next day or a couple days.
But what do you-
Now,
My son
Andrew
was 6
little.
months old when I
He
took
looked
that
just like
picture.
him. He looked just like him.
how about if it is your son? You're gonna you like missed out on a couple years of his life, not through any fault of your own, because
Right,
he
right.
didn't even know.
Right.
But I mean, you know.
And I don't blame him for that.
And
I don't blame him for that
will
at all.
feel terrible.
Right.
Because one thing.
But if you are the father, you're gonna make up for lost time.
Oh yeah, of course. Take
All
him
right.
straight to the stove.
Now, I'm thinking, were you really telling the truth about you go to work, go home?
Yeah.
Go
Nah.
to work, go home.
Ain't nobody doing that.
No,
Especially
it's
not in Memphis. Ain't nobody doing
No,
that.
no, in Memphis?
Talking about she just go to work, come home, go to work, come home. And so happens one day I'm gonna go have a one night stand. Come on,
How
man.
the hell you know what I do?
You right, I don't. You right, I don't know. But who does that? If so bad as it's so
How do you
straight,
know
if
what I
everybody,
do?
if you so 12 and 6, straight up and down.
I never said
You
that.
not
but
finna
what
go
I
to work
said
every
was,
day and then
I
I'ma
go
step
to
out
work,
tonight. I'm just gonna
I
sleep with
go
this guy.
home,
He funny,
I go
he look
to
good.
work,
I gotta say,
I go home.
Me and my wife were in Memphis last year. We had a great time.
Yeah,
Wonderful
Memphis,
city.
it's all right.
Yeah, it's
all right.
Yeah,
nice.
it's all right. It's all right.
We had a good time.
What's that right there? What's that right there?
This is your DNA test.
Yeah, read that right there.
Read it.
Yeah.
Might change your life.
Yeah, I need a life change. Go ahead.
Guess who was going to work, going home, going to work, going
Come
home?
on.
Eric, you are the father.
Thank you. Can I get that apology?
No.
Can I get that apology?
No.
Well, apologize to my son then.
And now you know that you're the father. And it's important for this little guy, like she said, he wants to know.
What a chromosome thing is that they be showing?
It don't matter. The results right there.
This is just a paper.
The results are right
you
there.
Come on, you know you're the father. You gotta
Nah, I really don't.
Yeah, you really do. DNA test, man, there's no.
It don't matter.
Oh, here you go. Probability.
What's the percentage? What's the percentage?
99.98. So you know what that means.
Great job, Angelica.
But you say now you want to be a part of the little boy's life, right?
Yeah, that's my guy, I guess.
Yeah, he's your guy.
Man.
Now you got to take him home and introduce him. You got a couple other kids, right?
Yeah.
So he's got some already made siblings, right? I'm sure you got a big family.
That's all I want. That's all I want.
Thanksgiving, right? First Thanksgiving with
Yeah,
Dad?
that's cool.
all I want.
That's cool. That's all cool. I just need to know, though. But it's still unbelievable to me.
See? And that's what I try to tell people. Yeah. You slept together one time. And you got a baby.
That's all it takes.
But I had protection, though. How is that?
Yeah, well, you weren't very good at using it, man. Good luck to you. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
I called you, Steve, for help because I watch your show all the time.
Somebody's gonna watch this and say, you know what? She was brave enough to do that. I can do that too.